It's Monday. It's Clash of the Podcast, and we're here to talk the most exciting time period for WWE fans. It's WrestleMania season, like the official kickoff to WrestleMania season. Survivor Series is like the unofficial, but this is the official. So we are here. It is me. Next to me, you may know him as the co-creator, co-founder, the CEO of HW Weekly, Sean Hubbard. I am Conrad Cushman, representing Everything Pro Wrestling. Together, we are Clash of the Podcast, episode 179. We're going to talk Royal Rumble. We're going to get into some wrestling news. We're going to talk about some debuts. We're going to speculate, and we're going to talk all that and then some. And I'm happy to be here doing it with my brother Sean. And we maybe talk a little WWE 2K26. I got some stuff in there just to sneak in and get Sean's thoughts on. But I'm waiting for my favorite line, and then we can definitely get into this.
There's only one thing to say, my brother. Let's rock and roll. And obviously, we have to have my brother Conrad drop that thing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, definitely happy to have you guys here. Ready to rock and roll, my good friend, my brother from another mother, Conrad Cushman. Before we get into tonight's festivities, I do want to dedicate this show to my grandfather who passed away last week. It was really a sad day. It continues to be a sad day, sad time for my family and I. But, you know, for those of y'all who know me, y'all know I'm a believer in the Most High. I give all glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and believe that my grandpa's in a better place. So it was really a tough time. It continues to be a tough time, but I will make you guys smile a little bit because as you guys can see, and I gave Conrad a little bit of a teaser about this earlier, and I said he said it would be a great idea to share it on the air. So he's going to be just as shocked as you guys are when I tell this story. As you can see, I'm still in my home studio here in New York, and that's weird because just late last night going into this morning, I was down in Clover, Virginia for my grandfather's funeral that will be taking place on Wednesday. That doesn't add up, does it, Conrad? So I'm back here in New York, but I was down in Clover this morning. Well, when I got down to Clover by way of Richmond, shout out to Richmond, VA, Clover, VA, I had a part in writing my grandfather's eulogy, a very big part. And I'm a person that when something is very near and dear and very important, I like to write it down on pen and paper. I'm kind of old school that way. I don't put it in my phone. I don't take a picture of it. I write it down and I'm ready to rock and roll and do what I have to do. Well, I got on a train at 3:00 this morning and I left the eulogy at home. So what I did was I told my aunt, also my grandfather's daughter, obviously my mom is my grandfather's daughter. And I said, listen, auntie, I left the eulogy at home. My aunt gets on the internet, gets me a flight back to New York. I'm on a flight back to New York, got back to New York around the time that I texted you, Conrad Cushman. Now I'm back in New York, and I will be taking another flight back down to Richmond, Virginia at 6:00 tomorrow morning to be back with my family. So it has been an insane 48 hours with another insane 48 to 72 hours on the horizon. But rest in peace to my grandfather. And, you know, he would want us to carry on and do what we got to do. He was a big fan of yours, Conrad Cushman. A big fan of yours. He said you're very articulate, very well spoken, and he can see why we're friends. And that's pretty apparent to anybody who has eyes or a brain. So I thank you, Conrad, and Grandpa. I love you. And let's get to work.
Yes. Condolences to the entire friends and family of your grandfather. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's kind of you to open up. Some people don't want to do that, but I know Sean, and Sean is like a open book. He's going to tell you, he'll make you laugh. He'll let you know the deal too. So appreciate you for that. And yeah, we'll do our best to honor for this show. With that being said, it's also Black History Month. Happy Black History Month.
Yes.
You don't get a lot of Black wrestling podcasts. And Sean, the other week, somebody said something. I think it was on a Discord server. I don't even know if it was ours. I can't even remember. I think it was ours. Let me just say that. And we got compliments, me, you, and Derek, actually, for just covering wrestling and doing the same thing that other people do, even though it doesn't get the love that it probably should. And I appreciated that. To the person that said it. I'm 99% sure it was in the EPW Discord. So if you guys aren't over there, man, make sure you sneak on in. Nice. Let's get into what we got going on here, man. We got a bunch of people in here.
The business at hand.
Business at hand. We're gonna listen. If I skip over any of your stuff, I apologize. We're gonna try and move this a little quickly here, though. Joel with the $2 super chat. I gotta let him jump to the top. He says, "Happy Monday. Thought the Rumble was subpar."
Woo! And Joel always gives WWE the benefit of the doubt. Very nice guy, Joel. We appreciate you, brother.
I did check out that main event on Saturday for UFC. I thought it was a solid main event.
Hey, I wonder why you were able to watch that. I mean, not that you. I mean, we all know Conrad got money, but Conrad wouldn't spend $80 on a UFC pay-per-view. So my question is, if you didn't spend $80 on a UFC pay-per-view, how did you watch it? Could it be the best value? We're not going to say the name anymore because they need to pay us, and we're going to keep giving them, props and everything like that. But it could it be the streaming service that I call the best value in all of combat sports?
Best value for you. I think it's going to come back to haunt them later, though.
Okay.
But yes, best value for sure for the fans. Yes. Jocelyn, first one in. She said it's early, but I got to get it in. Have a good show. Congrats to Liv and Ciampa. Roman is mad, but I'll be listening to the lead up to Mania. So we got you covered every week with the lead up, Jocelyn.
Josh, appreciate you. As we also appreciate Cleezy, 13Z4 Tweezy, wishing us a good afternoon. Same to you, sir.
Yes, we got Ray Thompson saying happy Monday, guys. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Yes. Ray goes on to say, gotta say I wasn't a big fan of either of the Rumble matches. I do think AJ versus Gunther and Sammy Drew made up for both matches were great.
Yes, agreed.
People are talking about Briscoe and Ciampa. Yeah, it was definitely a good match on Collision if people missed out on it. But, Kyra just doesn't tell you guys to don't sleep on Collision every week, right?
No, you're on the money with that, Kyra. I will say this, though, a little bit of a critique. Fantastic match. Very happy for Ciampa. Tremendous signing for AEW. I'm just not a big fan of giving people championships when they walk in the door. That's my only criticism.
I think sometimes you got to do it. Mm-hmm. I think they're at the point of what do we need to get over the hump?
Okay.
So, and I'm just talking ratings, whatever.
No. Please,
super deep into it, but yeah, sure. whatever. How do we get back into the mix where we were? And I think,
and brother, that's just a pet peeve of mine. That's all it is.
Listen, I have a pet peeve in the match too. I hate that he set up the table and then turned around, and then Briscoe slipped for a second. I was like, oh, this is like a half second too long. Why are you standing there? Then move. But it's wrestling. I thought they crushed it. Minor critiques aside.
Yes, minor, very minor, because it was a fantastic match.
Quilly is back.
Quilly.
He said to enjoy my two favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, episode 179 of the best wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast. Drops the hashtags for EPW and HWW. He gives the Royal Rumble a 5 out of 10. Bland, predictable, and uninspiring. Jeez Louise, this sounds like Bret Hart's review instead of Quill's.
Tell me when he tells a lie and I'll stop talking.
Yeah. Quills goes on to use the usual lines.
Listen, Quills is not wrong. Quills, in his own articulate way, is just speaking the truth.
Absolutely. Sorry.
Well, Conrad, do your thing. I'll read because I think it's worth reading. It says that being said, the buffoonery and ineptitude was due to a constant unnecessary redundancies, and not carrying that predictably equal boredom. No wonder why this product continues to be excoriated regularly. My goodness, good grief! And I thought my vocabulary was vast.
Merriam-Webster is somewhere that's right. That's right.
Listen, even though Quills uses those big words, as I do from time to time as well, he's very articulate and he doesn't misuse those big words. Those words are right on the money. If you don't believe me, look them up.
And they are meant to insult. Yes.
Yes.
They are meant to insult. Vinny.
The only Vinny we like.
Says, happy Monday. Ready to acknowledge another Clash of the Pod. God bless. Appreciate you, Vinny.
God bless you too, man.
We got your guy.
M. Leezy Fo Sheezy. He says, hello, good evening, everyone. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let's kick the week off right with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. You are an ace of our pro wrestling community too, M. Leezy, and happy Black History Month. You saying that is much appreciated.
Yeah, and he also said WWE is freaking stupid.
Hey,
but
hey,
his words.
This is true.
T-Ferg, what's good, gentlemen? Hope everyone had a good weekend. I normally don't watch the Saudi PLEs, but I'm hearing a few good and a lot of bad reviews.
Ferg, we appreciate you, man.
We'll give our thoughts. I don't know, man. We get another person saying Collision was great. I think the overall Collision show was pretty good this week. Briscoe and Ciampa was good. Looks like Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors will be in AEW for a while. I say they eventually get signed. I've been calling it for a little bit with Gabe Kidd, and I think Clark Connors is signed too. That's just I
gotta press the pause button for 30 seconds or less because I have a confession to make, Conrad Cushman. I watch AEW Dynamite every single week, and I watch Conrad and Derek every Wednesday night right after AEW right here on the mothership EPW. You know what show I do not watch? And I'm telling you, I need to get myself together and start watching. And it's not because I don't want to support, because you know I'm a huge AEW supporter. I just sometimes forget. Collision. I got to start going out of my way to watch Collision.
Collision has a problem as well. Being on Saturdays is not ideal.
It's not
the best day. It's not. But they know that going into it. Here's the issue. Collisions has toyed with moving to Thursdays long before Impact was on Thursdays. I know people get mad at that, but it's the truth. Long before that happened, and we're going to see. I could see it if there's an issue. Okay, y'all want to keep talking about this? They're better than us. They may move it to Thursdays, and that might have been the plan anyway because that's the day they keep toying with.
Right.
We have a super chat from MJB, where is he? Here we go.
In the place to be.
In this dancery.
There you go. All right. I think that's the first time you've ever done that. That's the first time you've ever done that.
I'm supposed to be the straight man here on this ESPN.
Fair enough, fair enough.
All right.
You're the straight man. I'm the comedy, but that was a good job, man.
It was. He said it's time to pack Hunter and Creative all the way up ASAP. Get them all out except for Mr. Park.
Yeah.
Park. I haven't watched wrestling at all in the last 3 months. Woo.
Oh, and I gotta put you on blast in a good way, Conrad. My girl always talks about Conrad is so serious.
Yeah, gotta be. Someone's got to be here.
Oh, shut up! I bring joy to the podcast.
You do, but seriously, that's crazy though for someone to say they haven't watched wrestling in 3 months.
Bro, you're talking right.
It's sad. McKinney, I got to drop his gem. He said, once again on a Monday, I'm here to let y'all know that friends make the bad times good and the good times unforgettable. And it's Clash of the Podcast with the Fire live chat and the dynamic duo of CJ and Hubs. Yo, McKinney found a way to switch that up. I like that. Always good.
McKinney, I want to go on record saying I appreciate you, brother. You got a lot of knowledge inside you, man. Respect.
Yeah, happy Black History Month, but we all know it's 365 and 24/7. That's the truth, brother.
Has anybody? You know what? I'm having another selfish moment, Conrad. Even though I'm heartbroken about Grandpa, I'm still having a good time. That's the way you would want it. Has anybody not noticed that I've lost weight? I mean, please, I'm trying here. Nobody ever said, Conrad, you're not a good friend sometimes, bro. You're not a good friend.
I can't see you fully. I mean,
come on.
I've never even seen your legs before. What is this? I've never seen you stand up.
Touche. All right, let's move on.
But you look. I see the signs.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to be like you, Conrad. You're in the gym every day.
No, not lately. I've been horrible because it's been negative degrees in Buffalo.
Ooh,
negative.
I'm sure it's bad up there. Yeah, it's been 10 degrees down here, so it's got to be terrible up there.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Negative 4. I was asking my boss, why am I walking into work right now? AEW Fan Hub says, good evening, guys. Good evening, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to Kelson and the homies. AEW Ignition, they'll be live tomorrow on a Tuesday. Got to make sure I show love. XG Dub, always appreciate you. I saw you were close. You were this close to winning in Jesse and James's contest on the Pro Wrestling Shoot.
Yes.
Were you close too? You had a
good I had Raquel Rodriguez.
You were close too. I had no hope, but it's fine. How much complaining we gonna do tonight? Can we at least find some positives? There will be some. Listen, I didn't say I agree with everybody with all of this. I have things to say. And then Sean, we got a lot of people sending love to you in here.
Much appreciated.
I will put them up as we go through.
Appreciate it.
Much love. Joel, thank you. There we go. Clark Connor signed with AEW soon. Appreciate it. It was our Discourse. I remember it well. Thank you, Kelson. So yes, make sure you guys go over to the Discord, man. Joel making sure he's getting his UFC comments in. It was good, man. It was good. Rumble was mid. Collision Cowboy, he called me. Hubs, have you seen Tommaso's glazing AEW in those interviews? I'm surprised he didn't get two. All right, E. All right.
Yeah, we can't read the whole comment, but you know what though? Even though E is a bit inappropriate, I have to say I agree. Because that, even though I did not see the match or I did not see Collision, I saw the match later. I did see the interview or hear the interview, and it was a bit glazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It was a bit glazy.
Are you surprised by the guy who cosplayed as Triple H on SmackDown? Come on, y'all.
Touche.
He's trying to get in where he fits in. I think he knew that they weren't going to do anything different with him, to be honest. Like, they were like, yeah, this is your role, and this is what you're going to do. He's like, this is my last 10 years.
And I rebuked that, McKinney. I rebuked that. I have legs.
I'm 99% sure it was just upper body in a square. See, yeah. That's all you guys see of us. One day you'll see us and be like, man, listen, I've met people at wrestling shows. I met some friends from XGW actually at WrestleMania, and they were like, yeah, I would be talking all that craziness to him like you guys do sometimes. I'm telling you, I got big hands. I was shaking someone's hand. They were like, he's big, bro. Like he might get you. And I was like,
and also, not only do I have legs, I am 6'3" tall.
You're taller than me. See, look at that. Get in the post, baby.
There you go.
Beat him the rock. Sorry, basketball mind. Miracle, what's good? Guy will gamble. I saw you came in to say pause. I did throw.
I'm searching for a miracle. See you.
Yes.
Guy will gamble. I see you.
Mans thought it was a donut. The necklace. Is that what you're talking about? I saw people saying that. I would love to hear your opinions on the WWE Royal Rumble versus the Casino Gauntlet. What could each borrow from the others to improve? Interesting.
That's actually a really good question by AEW Fan Hub. I'll go first. Royal Rumble is the most prolific event, singular event in all of WWE. I don't think there's anything they can do to improve it other than be more cognizant of who the winner is, if that makes any sense, Conrad. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there's much to be... The Casino Gauntlet, the Casino Gauntlet, a.k.a. the Casino Battle Royal?
No, that's the one where they start off with two people. First pinfall wins, and then people keep coming out as the time rolls through.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. I don't like that because the idea that somebody can get pinned before all the entrants come out doesn't make sense to me.
I like that, but what are the odds of that happening too? It's like a regular wrestling match. So I understand. Then it becomes a triple threat, then a 4-way, 5-way, then it just everything breaks loose. To me, I would love it if maybe you did it elimination style and you added pinfalls and submissions to it, and you had people being able to get thrown over the top rope. But that's a minor detail that I would add to the Casino Gauntlet. And I think the Rumble could learn the same thing. I'm kind of giving them both the same thing. Like maybe if the Rumble added pinfall submissions.
I'm not a WWE guy anymore. I respect it, but the Royal Rumble as an entity, this is where I'm at, Conrad. You're a very intelligent guy. You know exactly where I'm going with this. The entity, Royal Rumble match. There's no issue with it. The reason why we're somewhat disenchanted, maybe I shouldn't speak for you, I'm disenchanted, is because of the way it's booked.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anyone can screw up booking when it comes to it. I'm just saying that I think if you added that in, it could be another thing versus just the over-the-top rope. Oh, my goodness, how are they going to get them over? Oh. Imagine if you had someone pin someone and then they kicked out of a crazy move like they're still in it. Okay, all right. Maybe I'll try and dump them now. Oh, that didn't work. And then you could just it gives you more things to play with versus just the one thing of over the top rope.
Hi, Jen Carter 425. Welcome.
KJ, what's good? Appreciate you. at this point, make the Rumble better, add matches to enter the Rumble, not just declaring for it. You don't need that either, though. I don't know. I'm just like, the Rumble's the Rumble. It's gonna sell.
McKinney might be onto something because there is a match that sticks out in my mind from many years ago when me and you were just elementary school kids or probably a little younger. I will always like the Duke the Dumpster Josie versus Triple H match that got you into the Royal Rumble at either number 1 or number 30. That was a pretty good concept. It only happened that 1 year.
Yeah, you could do that. Can't trust those GMs. But now that we're here, let's get into the Royal Rumble, shall we?
Yes, let's get into it. That's what she said, by the way.
Absolutely.
Whoa, what is going on with you today? What is going on with Conrad Kutzman this afternoon?
I'm trying to liven up the show here today.
I love it.
Because we're going to be getting into this, and McKinney doesn't want to hear it. He wants to hear some positive, so we're going to have to try and search for some here in this as well. Not that they'll be hard to find. There are some. Don't think it's all negative. But Royal Rumble, like I said, to me, is it your favorite pay-per-view, Sean? I'm a WrestleMania guy. Like, I don't ever put like the Rumble over, but I do love the Royal Rumble matches. Like, I love the concept of the Rumble and what it means when you go to main event WrestleMania and you do all that. But is the Rumble like your show though? Like,
right. The Royal Rumble is my show because the Survivor Series is no longer my show. The Survivor Series used to be my favorite pay-per-view, and no longer is.
That's what happens when they
because it's been butchered. The Survivor Series has been butchered.
Yeah, and they found a way to definitely do that. Awful.
Not to go off on a tangent. They even took away now. There's not even cages for the War Games match.
What do you mean?
There's not even cages, mini cages.
Oh yeah.
It's like how much more? It's like ridiculous at this point. But let's not digress. All right.
Yeah. Because I'll be here. Because I was about to make a point too. Like, I never liked either when they were on the side with their guys and they're like strategizing and stuff.
Fair
enough. Them, because what's stopping you from running around and getting them?
Touche.
But yes, getting into the Women's Rumble. Let's talk this one first. How did you feel? We know they usually kick off one of the shows with the Rumble. How'd you feel about the women's one? Let's run it down.
I think for the past 9 years, the women have delivered. From Asuka all the way through last night or 2 nights ago, the women have delivered. I've never had a problem with the Women's Royal Rumble. I think they've done a good job with it. I think the ladies work hard. I think there were some major omissions. Obviously, everybody was looking for Bianca Belair. She did not show up at the Survivor Series. At the Royal Rumble. Yeah, at the Royal Rumble. I was talking about Survivor Series. At the Royal Rumble. I was a bit disenchanted that Jada Parker was not in the match. I feel like WWE has hitched their NXT wagon to Lopez. Compared to, I would like to think Jada Parker will have that spot, but that's a different conversation for another day. Brie Bella got a massive ovation. I didn't even when she came out, it was a surprise, but I didn't think the fans would go crazy like that.
Bro. Can I just say this?
Sure.
I am about to be negative here for a second. I hate that Brie Mode song. That is in like, if Conrad did a top 5 worst songs, number 1 is solidified. Mm-hmm. That one is up there. Like, dude, awful.
It's not good.
Awful. But I couldn't believe they went crazy for her like
that. They went nuts.
Was shocked.
They went nuts.
They're not even that great. I was like, what is this? But they were happy. They were doing the yes chants. They were going in. I can't deny the reaction though. Like, they were feeling it.
So if Bianca Belair was not going to be there, the right person did win the match. I actually got to give WWE credit on the women's side. The right woman won the match for who entered, because we both did pick Bianca Belair. And the stage is set for, even though they're probably going to ruin it because that's what WWE does, the stage is set for a pretty intriguing road to WrestleMania as it relates to Liv, her title shot, and Raquel Rodriguez, who has a title shot tonight.
And she got dumped by. So I'm going to run through. I got the names up. So let's pull up and let's just talk about how we felt about certain people. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss started it. Did you like that they didn't do like the axe and smash, like even though we're partners, let's fight?
Because it's coming, but it didn't have to come that night. I was cool with it. And I like the tease. The tease was funny.
So you still believe it? Like, do you think Charlotte's ready to go back singles now? Like, it's been long enough almost. So
I think Charlotte's ready to go back singles, but I think they're going to roll the dice one more time about her being a babyface because I think it's going to be Alexa that turns on her.
Okay. And maybe you could put her with the Wyatt Six because they need something to
jazz it up. Yeah, especially since they lost the tag titles.
I will say this: my most surprising person that did a great job in this, I thought, Kiana James. No, I take that back. She's number 2. Kiana James did like the most without getting a lot, is what I'm saying.
I know
maximized her minutes.
Yeah, I know who's number 1.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, there's no way that you could be talking about anybody other than Lash Legend.
Facts. Lash Legend crushed, I thought, in this. I thought she did
fantastic.
A really good job.
She did fantastic. She was put in a position to be successful and to leave the Royal Rumble having a strong road to WrestleMania ahead of her. I think WWE does some things right when they feel like it. They've been setting this up since Survivor Series. She had extremely good showing at War Games, and then she did the same at Royal Rumble. So I don't know what this means for the future, but she's in prime position to do something special if WWE doesn't screw it up. But that sounds like a good idea, and you know what that means.
One of the OG phrases for this podcast. Yes. I liked it. I was more shocked that like Jordan Grace was there, but it didn't feel like she was there. Mm-hmm. And there's a bunch of names I could go through and say I felt the same with like Lola Vice. I don't remember when she got dumped out. I remember her coming on. That was it. Like,
I want to apologize, Conrad. I said Lopez. Excuse me. The person I was making reference to was Lola Vice earlier. I apologize.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. I thought Sol Ruka did a pretty good job in this.
I'm kind of over her. I feel like they're pushing that narrative a little bit too hard.
We'll see. She hasn't gotten any. I don't know. She's done a lot, but hasn't done a lot. Does that make sense? Like you're just putting her in spots.
It makes perfect sense. Yes, it does.
How'd you feel about Natty, low-key legend, coming in here and dumped out Becky? That's what we did with Becky Lynch. Becky just got dumped. She wasn't in there that long even. That was kind of a shocker.
The only thing we agrees with you in that regard, that Becky's elimination was anticlimactic. I wouldn't say anticlimactic. It was surprising, and there's nothing wrong with a surprise. Look, if you can make a star in the Royal Rumble, or in this case, rejuvenate a star, I have no problem with that. Will it... Thank you, MJB. Elektra Lopez. I wasn't trying to do anybody grimy, but Elektra Lopez is who I was thinking about. So thank you for that. You can make a star in the Royal Rumble. That elimination could lead to something down the road. Especially, you got to understand, this ties in. You're a student of the game, and so am I. Who lost their Intercontinental Championship opportunity a couple weeks ago?
Are you referring to Maxine Dupree?
Maxine Dupree.
Yeah.
Who helped Maxine Dupree lose her Intercontinental Championship opportunity?
Low-key legend Natty.
And who eliminated the Intercontinental Champion?
Natty.
It all ties together.
And that's gonna be the story going back to it, is that she's gonna cost her now, and they'll have a
every once in a while WWE does something. Every once in a blue moon, WWE gets it right.
Yeah, I thought Raquel, Sean, I think you might be right though about Raquel. I think I've shown a lot of doubt. Like, I don't know if they're gonna do something with her or not. It's starting to formulate though. I'm like, okay, they got something here.
Now, will they screw it up moving forward? Probably, but as we stand right now, it's setting up to be something good. But WWE always manages to,
I got a question for the chat. How are we feeling right now about Rhea Ripley and Io Sky? I don't know. Rhea Ripley has not been the same since they came to Buffalo and Rhea Ripley lost that title, in my opinion. Like, something's just not right anymore. I don't know what it is.
You're not wrong. And chat, please answer Conrad's question. We'd love to hear from you. You're not wrong, but I think you're overreacting a smidge. I think that they want Rhea and Io to carry those tag team championships into WrestleMania.
That's fine. But in the last year, tell me the important things that Rhea's done that I'm overlooking right now.
They're rejuvenated. Okay. I want to make sure I'm accurate in what I'm saying. Yes, I am accurate. They're rejuvenating the World Tag Team Championships in the women's division. They are the greatest women's tag team champion. I know this is a big statement. Internalize, think for 5 seconds before you jump on me. They are the greatest women's tag team champions in WWE history since Naomi and Sasha Banks.
You could be right. I'm just talking about, though, even prior to them getting these, though.
Okay.
What has Rhea done in the last year? Like,
I mean, she's not in the world title picture, but we don't need my response to you was, do we need Rhea back in the world title picture right now? Does she always have to live in the world title picture?
I think what makes it more notable, Sean, is that Bianca's gone. So what's preventing you from getting back into it?
Liv
Morgan, are you just on this side?
Raquel Rodriguez is the best she's ever been.
Liv was gone too, though. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, there were a lot of things.
I do.
There's no obstacles there for you. So what's the issue here? Like, what are you having?
Let's think about who was champion while Rhea was around and Liv was still out, and obviously Bianca's still out. It was Naomi. It was Io Sky. And she would think about, now this is where you kind of got to reel yourself in, Conrad. Like I said, you're a student of the game, but I think sometimes like you got to just reel yourself in. Rhea and Io fought the match of the year, a match of the year candidate at Evolution. That night, Naomi took her rightful place at the top of the mountain after her epic heel turn. So Evolution was when?
That happened. What week was that? No, this was before. Evolution was a pay-per-view. Was it May? Was it Double or Nothing weekend?
No, it wasn't that. It was a weekend. I don't know if it was it Double or Nothing weekend? Chat, help us out. But let's talk about that for a second. All the way up to, well, no, no. It couldn't have been that early. Maybe it was.
It was a weekend where they were all
July.
It was the All In, because All In was earlier. See,
all right.
There we go.
Thank you, Vinny, and thank you, Emleezy. So check this out, Conrad, and go with me on this one. Evolution. I guess through Evolution, you know that Rhea Ripley's in the picture because they main evented for the title. All right, so she's in the picture up until that point. Naomi shocks the world, epic cash-in. Then Rhea gets a rematch at SummerSlam. Naomi successfully defends. Naomi ends up vacating the title. Stephanie Vaquer wins the title. So what are we saying? Are we saying Rhea Ripley's only been out of the world title picture for 3 months?
It doesn't feel long, but it feels long. Does that make sense? Like maybe it's just a feeling of not seeing the championships defended. I'm like, what's going on?
I hear you, bro, but like, okay. I'm just saying it hasn't been that long since Rhea's been in the main event.
Yeah. You mentioning SummerSlam puts it more in perspective. Like, okay, all right, maybe, but when was SummerSlam? 8, so 4 plus 2. It's been 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Time's flying a little faster than people think too with these four cards. Like
true.
But in the end, like you said, Liv Morgan finally did it. She's been the person in like the mix at the end in the last 2 or 3 Rumbles. I feel like
she's been runner-up twice. Yep.
Yeah. So to me, it felt like it was finally her time. And you know what? Good for Liv Morgan. We both did say like, if there was a secondary pick of who we've heard, Liv Morgan was our pick. So
yes, sir.
It makes sense. So what do you see? What's the plans right now? Sean's crystal ball. Are you ready, or are we waiting for that? Is that another show for another time?
No. I think WWE has an amazing opportunity here, which they're probably going to blow. I don't know why I always add that second part in there. Like I always say something good and then I say, but they'll probably blow it because you know why? Because I pay attention. Anyway. I think WWE has a wonderful opportunity, which they'll probably blow. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. I did it again. This opportunity tonight, Conrad Cushman, for Raquel Rodriguez, I think she should win that title. And I love Stephanie Vaquer. I think that she should win that title tonight. And I think we can have an amazing program involving the Judgment Day all the way through WrestleMania with, I don't know, in a Triple H Batista kind of way. This is an opportunity. This is a major opportunity. And I think that if they don't screw it up, I'm thinking Liv versus Raquel Rodriguez at WrestleMania. That's what I think. And they have an opportunity. They're on the doorstep. They've done everything right. Conrad, listen to me. Conrad, look at me. Chat, look at me. They've done it right so far. All they have to do is not screw it up.
Stick the landing.
That's all they gotta do. Go ahead.
I see it, and I think I have a tagline for what their portion of WrestleMania could be. The Judgment Day implodes, basically. You could do Dom and Finn. I think that Finn theme was a test to can you hang? Can we do this again? You could have Finn versus Dom, and then Roxanne's in the middle of these two, not knowing whose side to pick. You could do a lot here with this. I'm just saying the potential is there.
And I want to make sure the chat is very aware. I know we're saying it tonight. I want to be very aware in case you're not. Tonight, Raquel Rodriguez is challenging for the world title. Tonight on Raw. That's what I'm saying. We're on the doorstep of something special if WWE doesn't manage to screw it up.
Yeah. Let me see here. WWE makes screwing up an Olympic sport.
That's a fact, and they win gold every year.
Is the Street Fight non-title? I don't know. I have a graphic.
Let me look at. Is it? I thought it's a title shot.
Should I just pull up the graphic? Okay, you dropped JD. What's next? Hold on here.
I'm gonna look it up too. I thought she was getting. Now, if I've been talking all this time and I've been wrong, I apologize. I thought that it was a title match.
I thought so. It is a title match.
There you go.
It is a championship match.
So again, I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back, Conrad. It's right there. Just like you said, to quote Conrad, just stick the landing. It's right there. Because we could have 3 months of amazing television with this group if Raquel wins that title tonight.
My concern is too, like, I don't know who's going to get left off Mania and whatnot. There's but so many spots with the way they book these days. Unless they're going to have a change in philosophy, you don't have a lot of time. So it would I would feel bad for Stephanie if she didn't end up getting the spot.
And my question to you, and my question to the chat, is my hyperbole making you want to see Raquel win that belt?
Raquel was really good at one point. I felt like the company really believed in her. And
what I'm saying is the stage that I'm setting for you, my brother. Is it making you think that this is the right thing?
Once I saw Liv win, I was like, they might do this. They might do this because that elimination, the stare down after, it was Big Mommy Cool looking at old HBK in the ring.
Like, bro, look at the possibilities. Raquel wins that title. We are 3 months away from WrestleMania. We don't know what Liv is going to do. Well, we hope that we know what Liv eventually will do. We don't know what Roxanne Perez is going to do. We don't know what Finn Balor is going to do. We don't know if Dom Mysterio is going to get involved. My problem is this, Conrad Cushman. Why do people like you and me and the smart people in our chat see this thing as clear as day? But you know what's going to happen tonight? Stephanie McCurry is going to retain. Because that's what WWE does.
Sometimes. Guy Will Gamble saying she should win with no help. It's time for Judgment Day to implode soon, and Balor is the one.
And to MJB in the place to be's point, tonight could be the beginning of the implosion.
McKinney, yes, Pepperidge Farm, and we on Clash remember as well that she did disappear for a little bit for I'll say health reasons. If you know, you know. But yeah, she disappeared for a little bit there, and then she's back now, and it looks like she's getting that. Liv is Sean, Raquel is Diesel. You might see this play out too with Trick Willie and a former friend of his will say as well, but you didn't hear that from me. That's my prediction.
I am the greatest. I'm the greatest. Yeah.
I was kind of sad we didn't hear that this weekend, but we'll get more into that. Next up, AJ Styles versus Gunther. Now, Sean,
I was wrong, and you were right. But I want to remind you the reason why I'm wrong is because I thought there was no way WWE could be that stupid. But once again, I'm giving you credit. You were right. Unbelievable. 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 Yeah. Was anybody besides me completely disgusted? You can talk about it, Kyra. Go ahead.
No, I thought it was a fine match. I thought it was fine for what they did here for AJ. They put on a heck of a bout, I thought. Yeah, it's hard to believe that it's over.
Question, Conrad. Put the camera on me, please. On me and you. I just want, and I'm not. This is not. Why did they make it seem like he was going to wrestle throughout 2026? If this was the plan, that's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Why would they do this when they advertised and led us to believe that he'd be here through 2026? If they didn't do that, I'd be fine with it. But we got AJ through 2026 and he loses his career at the Rumble? Does anybody besides me think that's ridiculous?
Only thing I could think of, 10-year anniversary, he was like, that's it right here. This is the spot where I want to end it. I don't know. He said, great match, and now I'm sad. Sorry, McKinney. Hated the finish, but I understand. Good run for AJ, and I hope he gets to go have some great matches in the special run to finish up. That's if he wants it. We don't know. That was going to be the key thing I brought up. I see some people saying they hated the finish in here. Sean, I didn't hate the finish. To me, this is what Cena should have did.
Oh, you're talking about the actual finish? Well, yeah, at least he didn't go down smiling like an idiot.
Yeah. No way, bro. And then I love the UFC type finish where like AJ wakes up, he's like, the match is over.
Yeah,
and it's like, good. Yeah, no, you got choked out, bro. It was a rapper.
Oh, yeah, but there's a problem though. You know what the problem is? AJ's gone.
Yeah.
That's the issue. That's the issue here. The match was fantastic. That's not the issue.
Or is he gone, Sean?
Oh God,
that's my point. He never took off the gloves. He put them back on.
Oh, he's not gone. Oh no, gone as in WWE. I think he'll be back elsewhere.
So I want to ask you, Sean, before we get into our speculation, what are some of your favorite AJ Styles moments? Like when I ask you, like, who is AJ Styles to Sean? What do you think of? Same thing for you guys, chat. Just throw a favorite moment in there. A couple. If you want to add something different than ones you've seen put up.
AJ Styles, the greatest X Division champion to ever live. AJ Styles, the greatest TNA competitor to ever live. AJ Styles, the guy who saved us from the Jinder Mahal WWE title reign. AJ Styles.
Bless his heart.
Yes, AJ Styles, the man who beat up John Cena. That's how I remember him. 4 amazing things.
I love the TNA Unbreakable triple threat. I think that was one of the things that I remember people just talking about that triple threat, like, yo, wrestling in America is back, when some people weren't really feeling it. I thought that AJ Styles just always found a way, like you said, the IWGP feud taking over Bullet Club. Like I know Finn Balor, Prince Devitt really started Bullet Club, but it took off with AJ and Kenny Omega. Like I don't think people understand how cool Bullet Club was at that time period.
Absolutely.
They were dude, I saw Bullet Club shirts on the street. I was like,
Edge started Judgment Day. That doesn't mean he's the greatest. Things change.
Yeah, things change and stuff happens. And AJ went out there and crushed it. Him and Nakamura, though, Okada, Tanahashi, like go look up those New Japan matches. They were great. AJ's just the guy who I'm like, man, if we could have had him, I say this about Joe too, and even Daniels. Like, if we would have had those guys 10 years earlier, imagine what else they could have done.
Do you agree that my statement that AJ Styles is the greatest TNA wrestler to ever live?
I would definitely say it's a definite argument. I mean, I'm trying to think is there anyone else who's held it down since then? AJ's probably the most synonymous name with TNA. Like when I hear TNA, I think AJ Styles.
Right, but I'm saying like some people. I mean, Kurt was there for a long time. Sting was there for a long time. But to me, I think AJ
is TNA though. Like when I hear Kurt, I still think WWE. When I hear Sting, I think WCW. When I hear TNA, I think AJ Styles. I think Samoa Joe.
Well said.
I think Double J. Let's see here.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, I'll chill. I was really hoping to be here in person for the whole show, but now just getting here. Really excited to hear your take on the Rumble matches because they were just there. Nothing significant. What's up, Beach?
What up, BJ?
Gunther's the future of the company. AJ Styles is top 10 all time. I've heard a lot of people say that recently, man. He's in
my top 20 and rising.
Yeah. Unbreakable 3-way people are bringing up. Yeah, good stuff, man. Yeah, I see some of the comments. You're not wrong either about some of those things. If you know, you know. But Sean, he didn't put it down. What does the future hold for AJ Styles? Chat, you guys can go off about this too. What does AJ? Number one, do you believe he's really retired? Is the first question. If no, where is he going, or what could he be doing with this?
I think AJ Styles should go to All Elite Wrestling. And so to answer your question, I think the answer is no. There's no way that I think that man would sign up for that kind of exit from pro wrestling in that manner. Why would he not want another WrestleMania? Why would he not want to be able to go through 2026? Why would he want to tap out in his last match or be passed out in his last match? There has to be, obviously the career is over in WWE. I cannot believe that he would walk out that way. I believe leaving the gloves on had nothing to do with WWE. I think leaving the gloves on was symbolic of his wrestling career. I think he goes to All Elite Wrestling. I think he steps in the ring with Kenny Omega. I think he steps in the ring with, hopefully, if he's healthy, Will Ospreay. I think he steps in the ring with Swerve Strickland, and I think he goes out on top. Maybe not as champion, but he goes out as doing what he loves in a wrestling organization that I think is more fit for him anyway in 2026.
I really think that have I ever told you the plans for the first Dynamite? Have you ever heard them?
Enlighten me.
So the original plan was, now their contracts were up too. Him, Gallows, and Anderson. He wanted it to be that they attack the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, and that was going to be their first big clash. Like that was how Dynamite was going to end. It was AJ Styles, Kenny with his guys backing him, their guys backing them, and that was going to be like the first whoa, instead of what we got with Jericho and them.
Okay.
So
that
could have been, but what happened was AJ decided to sign, and he said, my guys got to stay with me, and they got 5-year sweet deals. Then Anderson and Gallows got released, and it just didn't work out. They ended up going to Impact. Is there any hopes for you, Sean, of seeing him go to TNA? He did tease stuff with Frankie Kazarian and Mike Santana as well. Could WWE say we'll pay for it?
Yeah. That's the thing, Conrad. That word you just used was so apropos. Do I have hopes for him to go to TNA? I pray to God that he does not. I hope that TNA has nothing to do with AJ Styles and AJ Styles has nothing to do with him. Because TNA is not TNA anymore. TNA is TNWWE. Or TNXTA, whatever you want to call it. No. If you're done with the World Wrestling Entertainment brand, you should be done with all its components. Go to AEW, have some 5-star matches, and walk away like the champion that you are. I do not want to see him in TNA.
I want your top 3 AEW matches that you want to see.
Will Ospreay, if he's healthy, Swerve Strickland, and you know what? Give me Samoa Joe.
I think that would come regardless with it. I think you got to throw Kenny in there. He never got his get back on him when he kicked him out of Bullet Club with the Young Bucks.
There you go. Think about that. We just named 4 guys collectively that would. And I'll add Swerve to that list as well. AJ Styles can beat or fight or lose to anywhere it goes. AJ Styles can get into the ring with 7 of the top 15 wrestlers in the world just by making that switch.
He could. It just, what do you want to do? And could he get one last big payout and just finish up?
Sign a 1-year deal.
Yeah, or just say till December 31st, you got me. So, until World's End, do what you want. But we'll see what ends up happening with the phenomenal AJ Styles. We wish him the best if he is fully done and retired.
I wish him the best, but I can't make myself believe. But then again, I couldn't believe that he'd lose that match at Royal Rumble. So anything he could be done, but I hope he's not. Not that way. Not that way.
We got Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship. I don't think some people were really trying to convince me that Sami was definitely winning this. I couldn't see it though. I was just like, there's no way that you end up doing this right here at this moment, at this time. I don't know. I just couldn't believe Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, they were going to change the championship.
You couldn't see it because you have eyes that work. Sami Zayn is not world championship material. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's no disrespect towards him. I don't think in 2026, maybe he'll change my mind, but not right now. I just don't see it. And I know not right now is kind of a relative term because if it's not now, then when? He's getting older. I just don't see it. It would have to take some kind of change for me to see it. There was no way, but not even with that being said, because who knows? Even though I didn't think he's world championship material, had the situation been different, maybe it would have been different. But you're not going to tell me that Drew McIntyre won the title 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago and is going to lose the title at the Rumble. That made no sense.
Yeah, people would have flipped, and then I think they would have booed Sammy. Yeah, like I said, to me, they misbook Sammy sometimes too, and they end up getting heat on him for whatever reason.
Right.
Joel said, "Would you like to see AJ on the indie scene?" Why not?
No,
if he wants to.
I'll say no. Respect to you, Conrad. I'll say no to Joel's question. I think he's graduated from that. That doesn't mean he's too good for it. That doesn't mean he's being bougie. I think go to AEW, wrestle on TV every 4 weeks, wrestle on pay-per-view every 8 weeks, and enjoy yourself.
If it were up to Conrad in a perfect world, AJ Styles says, I will be a freelancer for the next 9 months. Is this possible? Probably not. But AJ will say, I will go do maybe he'll do 2 or 3 indie matches. Pick some guys. Say, I'll go back to my old indie place. Let's make it, and we'll draw a house and do what we got to do. I'll do 2 matches in TNA with Mike Santana and Frankie Kazarian, and then I'll do 3 matches in AEW. To me, that would be perfect world, but I don't know if that could end up happening. And MJB sends a $2 super chat as well. Thank you guys for that. And he said, "Is it time for an AEW Hall of Fame, Mr. Khan?" I don't think you need it yet.
Not yet,
but soon.
Yep.
AJ Bryan Danielson. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Danielson's coming back. Yeah.
BJ did not like this match. I think Zayn will never hold the belt now. We'll see. We'll see what happens with him. Sammy is definitely the lovable loser in the company. I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, that's his role. They want you to get behind him. He always comes up short. And Drew told him, you're going to come up short again. You've never beat me, and you can't beat me. I think he's a prime runner for Money in the Bank? I say yes, but we'll see what happens.
Money in the Bank wouldn't bother me. Like I said, just because I don't see him as world championship material doesn't mean I wouldn't support if they made look. Underdogs can win too. I'm just not convinced. But then again, he could be like the Chris Jericho 2002.
What do you mean by that?
Chris Jericho was a bit of an underwhelming champion in 2002. I love Chris Jericho. I'm a very big Chris Jericho fan and an advocate of all his characters. But Chris Jericho 2002 specifically, going into WrestleMania, was not the champion that people felt that was going to be a champion. He was a transitional champion. I think Edge was a transitional champion, especially the first time he won it. Same thing with Sami Zayn, if that's the way it goes down.
Speaking of those two and others, you have to set people up for success too, though. You can't have this person going out at the 9 o'clock hour and then expect me to take them serious if they're not closing the show.
Right.
That tells me something. That proves something to me. And I think that's what happened with Jericho and Edge, like you said, where it was just you did it, but I don't believe you wanted to do it. I just don't believe you.
I mean, they did Jericho better than they did Edge. I mean, Edge ended up getting more prominent title reigns later in his career, but the first time was kind of a joke. Edge won the title at New Year's Revolution and lost it 2 weeks later back to Cena at the Rumble.
Yeah.
It was almost like, yeah, let's let Edge have his moment. I don't know. You know what? Let's press reset and give it back to Cena.
That top guy comment is going to be important here, Sean, in a second. We are here with the Men's Royal Rumble, which main evented the show. We started off with 1 and 2. They had a little mishap, we'll say, on SmackDown where Braun Breaker was revealed as number 1. Heyman went and complained about it. They tried to cover it up. I don't know if it was a mistake or they wanted some story stuff, whatever. Obafemi comes out at 1 and Braun Breaker is 2. Braun Breaker is attacked by another masked man. This is a Triple H trope at this point. I saw the memes, the jokes. It's Jake Paul. It's Pierce. I don't know. But curb stomp, Braun Breaker goes in, Oba tosses him out, and then Oba goes on a run to Crush. But any thoughts on this, the masked person who jumped in here?
What'd I tell you a long time ago? What'd I tell you in Survivor Series? I told you that whoever, not Survivor Series, I take that back. It was a couple of weeks later when it was revealed that Austin Theory was the guy. That's when I said it. Austin Theory is a double agent for Seth Rollins.
That's what I think they should do, because he is flounder. He is the third wheel in this group. Let this guy just say, I'm with Seth. You have a tag match at Mania. It's set up. Seth doesn't have to work as hard coming back from an injury. He's got a tag partner who's been working. Then you got Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Money. There it is. It's money. It's real.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
That sounds like a good idea. So you know what that means.
It's a good idea. It's a great idea. But watch it be somebody. Now, my prediction is that I'm predicting what should happen. it should be Austin Theory. But it could be Logan Paul for all we know.
Yeah, who knows?
It could be. Are you ready for this? It could be Adam Pearce.
Listen, Adam Pearce was never curb stomping cats like this.
I'm just saying. Did Austin Theory ever curb stomp anybody before Survivor Series?
McKinney said it's the scrap daddy. I'm about to go to my Dusty voice.
I'm just saying.
Daddy, if you
did Austin Theory ever curb stomp anyone before November 2025?
I believe so, right?
You believe so?
I believe he's used the move before, hasn't he?
No.
He his protege in the other group?
He never used the curb stomp, Conrad. Never.
I'm going to find this.
All right, if he did, so be it. But at the end of the day, I'm saying it's Austin Theory. But are you telling me that
you're meaning like in WWE in that realm? No,
yes.
No, sorry.
Okay.
But my brain goes to like all of wrestling. Yeah.
All right, I appreciate it. So with that being said, are you telling me that it couldn't possibly be at? I'm saying, I'm going on the record. It should be Austin Theory.
I agree.
But in WWE fashion, are you telling me that it couldn't possibly be Adam Pearce?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just saying.
He's doing a fine job in the role he's in. Don't mess it up. Say leave it be. Then him and Heyman will be having matches on the B pay-per-views. The last thing we need right now.
True.
Sorry, guys, there's no room on the PLE. Let's go back to Obafemi. Obafemi's out here. He's crushing. Solo Sikoa comes out. Gone. Rey Mysterio comes out. Rey who? Gone. Rusev. Bro. You did not tell people you weren't doing this stuff to take less money to come back to WWE, only then to lose in less than 30 seconds to Obafemi. Dog, this has to be like the biggest L of all time to do that.
See that green grass over there? See all that green grass? It's not always greener.
Yo, Ray Phoenix too, bro.
Yo, Ray Phoenix. And help me out. Ray Phoenix and help me out. Ray Phoenix and
Penta.
Penta. Thank you. What I say they turn into? And there's no disrespect to them. What did I say they would turn into? People like M. Leezy and McKinney and Quills know what I call them. What did I say? Unjustly, by the way, because they're tremendous talents. What did I say that Penta and Ray Phoenix would turn into once they got to WWE? Do you remember the figure of speech I used?
I can't recall. Just
another guy.
Penta, I have a little bit more hope for. Like, I shouldn't say hope, but I see Penta, I think, has been treated better. Dude, Aleister Black flew out here for this show. Sean, imagine you fly out all the way to the show. How many hours of a flight was it? Probably hours,
20,
right?
20, yeah.
You know what, Sean? We're not
on the other end of the world, bro.
Sean, we're gonna bring you back at a different time. We're gonna come up with something different from you, bro. I would be like, dog. I could
have been home chilling.
Yeah, I would have been like, dog. I know you're joking right now. There's no way. Look at they brought him all the way out there, then pulled him from the Rumble. Why? Who else was in this? Matt Cardona gone. Damian Priest. What did I tell y'all about Damian Priest?
Priest is fortunate he got his title. It's over.
Javon Evans. I thought they gave Javon a lot here. They gave him a lot more than I thought they would.
Well, Javon Evans is a star, but he has to be put in the correct position.
Yeah, Mr. Iguana.
Same reaction.
I mean, I get why they're doing what they're doing with him, but they weren't feeling it. Trick Williams is where things started to change up a little bit with him and Javon. Cody Rhodes was number 11. We're going to talk about him. I want to talk about him at the end a little bit. And then we had the El Grandes back-to-back at 12 to 13. Coinky Dink, of course.
Of course.
I will say, what do we want? The original El Grande came back a little swole, I'll say.
Oh, he's been in the gym. God bless him.
Oh, yeah. He had a little fuzz, too, I think, under there. I was like, okay. Who do you keep as the El Grande? Is this just going to be a feud? Are they going to end up having, like,
other
guys?
Yeah, for fun. You know what I would do? For fun, I would have them face each other as Elimination Chamber for the gimmick.
That might even be a Mania. They might even do a trios match at Mania.
Well, the reason why I didn't say Mania is because I think that'd be ridiculous. That's why I said Elimination Chamber, but knowing WWE, they probably wouldn't save it. Oh, that's a marquee matchup at Mania. Idiots.
Right. Someone's asking me in the chat, who's the OG? CG is what we'll say. Yeah. And then after that, we had a debut. It popped up on the screen, and his old name ends up getting broken through, and Royce Keys.
I heard the background of why he names himself Royce Keys, so I'm not going to knock him for it. It's actually a very nice reason.
100%.
Did you get the info? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'll never knock somebody honoring their mother and their child.
How did he look though to you in this? Like
he looked like just another guy. Other than Cody Rhodes, all AEW guys turn out in WWE to be just another guy. You know, Conrad, this is what pisses me off about you. You are a highly intelligent brother, man. You are my brother. But you don't listen to half the things I say. I've told you for years now, when you come from AEW, unless your name is Cody Rhodes because you're a 2-bit sellout, you are going to be just another guy. And no, CM Punk does not count, even though CM Punk sold out too. But CM Punk was WWE first. Just another guy. Royce Keys is going to be just another guy. Just like, I don't know, Brian Pillman's son. I don't even remember his name.
Lexus King. Actually, you know what? He did cut a really good promo on social media, I thought, that they should use.
He cut a really good promo. You know what that analogy, let me give you an analogy about what you just said. He cut a real good promo. You know what that means? You know what the same thing would be? An approximate kind of I guess you could say a comparison. A baseball player that's in a major slump. No, focus, Connor. A baseball player that's in a major slump. And then one day on a random Wednesday afternoon at the ballpark, he gets a C&I single between shortstop and third base. Let me ask you a question. Does that mean you're a good hitter? Because you got a little rinky-dink C&I single because the shortstop couldn't see because there was sun in his eyes? The answer is no. When I just said that man has been floundering in WWE, your response was he cut a good promo last week. Who cares?
No, but I'm also trying to show that there is hope there for this
guy.
No,
there's not. No, there's not.
No,
just
no.
Because how long has he been in WWE?
You're focusing in on just WWE. I'm talking about in general that this guy actually has something. Like there is something there.
You can't change the subject on it. Now, in that case, I would agree with you, but you can't just change the subject on a whim. I'm talking about how WWE ruins AEW guys.
Yeah, I'm not disputing. Dude, I'm not even going to talk about Lexus King because he's not even in this conversation because I don't even think about him. I don't know what he does on NXT.
That's my point.
But my point was he did something on his own, and it was good. So I don't want you to think that this is for McKinney because McKinney said don't come on here and just be super negative. That was a positive thing. I'm telling you. I know Lexus King did something good recently. I'm acknowledging that. And you're not wrong. Sean, this is the same company. And I think you got it twisted with me. I know what they do to WCW guys. We know. I don't know how Mark Calloway made it. Mean Mark skated. Bruce must have saved him. They must have put him in bubble wrap. Because most of the time
Bruce saved him because Bruce was with him.
Yeah. Oh, Brother Love needed that money too. But actually,
I'm just saying
he didn't stay with him too long.
All hyperbole aside, other than Cody Rhodes, and if you want to include CM Punk in that, name me somebody else who's flourished since they've been in WWE.
The only time WWE will push these other guys is when they are in crisis. And I mean that. Stone Cold Steve Austin only happened because we are losing right now. Who is the most over guy in this company? Well, they had no choice. But when they get a choice, you're getting John Cena for 10 years, bucko, and you're going to like it. And I'm not trying to say that to be mean, but when they made up their mind about something, that's what they're going to do. They don't care if it doesn't work. Oh, brother, you know, we're going to do this. Yet they're going to keep pushing them. That's what the company has showed us for years. I hope it's better.
That's the reason why people like Royce Keys bothers me, Conrad. Do you see what's happened with the people before you? I mean, if all you care about is money, and I'm not going to lie, money is a very important factor here. But do you think? Let me ask you a question. Do you think that WWE offered Royce Keys more money than AEW did? Like, educated guess.
Do I think wait, say that again? Do I think
Do you
AEW
think that they offered Powerhouse Hobbs more money in WWE than they would have in AEW? I have my doubts.
I think AEW offered him more money. I think WWE is coasting on the name.
Right. So at the end of the day, bro, like, what exact? My question would be to you. You are Royce Keys. You are Powerhouse Hobbs. You are Powerhouse Keys. And my question to you is, why? That's all. Why?
Maybe he thought Tony only saw a ceiling with him, and he you know, I'm a bigger guy. Maybe they'll book me better as a bigger guy, but it's his choice at the end of the day too, Sean. It doesn't have to make sense to us, I guess. You know what I mean? To me, the name of the game is if you're a pro wrestler. This is just generically talking. If you are a pro wrestler, and this is why it relates back to just pro wrestling. If you are a pro wrestler, you take the money usually. Go back to Brian Pillman's Dark Side of the Ring. I can't remember the guy who was like his coach or his mentor or whatever in it. Mm-hmm. He was like, no, it's about the money. That's what this is all about. How much money am I going to get? I was like, wow. But that's the truth. That's what it's a dirty game.
If I had to really put a bow on this, Conrad.
House Keys.
Yeah, Powerhouse Keys and, you know, Royce Hobbs, whatever his name is. This is what I would say, Conrad. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not even playing around anymore. Royce Keys and several others who have come from AEW have seen, even Mariah May. I don't think Mariah May's been put in a prominent position. She's in NXT. Now, what the future holds, we shall see. But don't tell me, and I'm not saying you're saying this, I'm saying anyone, don't tell me that WWE is the holy grail anymore. Now, I know we are programmed to think that way. We're programmed to believe that WWE is pay dirt. But at the end of the day, you want to be in a position where you can make the most money, just like you said, Conrad. And when Royce Keys finishes his career in World Wrestling Entertainment, do you believe that he'll be in a better position from a character standpoint from when he started? I say no. Let me ask you this question. Was Andrade in a better position after he came back to WWE and then went back to AEW? There's so many examples. So to me, it's very concerning when these people make these kind of decisions, which is the reason why, even though he's a bit of a jerk and he calls himself a jerk, MJF, now what the future holds, we don't know, but MJF made one heck of a decision to re-sign with AEW, because at least somebody realizes, hey, you know what? WWE is not always the best move. It's just not. I don't want to assassinate my character by going to WWE, because let me tell you something. I will give you $1 million, Conrad Cushman. $1 million. And I'll give you one guess about whether or not I have $1 million. If Royce Keys ever becomes the World Heavyweight Champion in WWE, or to make it something that is comparable, ever becomes the Intercontinental Champion in WWE. It's not going to happen. It's not.
You heard it from Sean. Delay Grads, thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend. I see you have greeted us. He said, Royal fumble, stumble, crumble, bumble, dumble.
Shout out to M. Leezy again. Is Ricky Saints really popping right now? He won the NXT title, but is he really popping right now? No, not in my. I'm asking you, Conrad. Do you think so?
I personally, I am having a hard time with NXT lately, but they're rebuilding. They have to. They took way too many people. They did that makes it difficult. You better have people in the wings.
Shout out to Delay Grads. I appreciate it. I'm just saying, bro. Like, I mean, and then on the flip side, Conrad, and we can move on. On the flip side, BJ took the words out of my mouth. There's so many examples of people who left WWE and did better in AEW. So it's like, what exactly is going on right now, bro? What would make, and the reason why I'm really picking on Powerhouse Hobbs right now is because I really, really like him, bro. I really, really like him. And I don't want to see him get ruined, bro.
I just want to. I wanted to come across this way too, Sean. He did it right though as well when he left. It sounds like everybody was still cool with him. He did whatever he could, whatever you need me to do. Like
as far as him being able to go back if he needs to.
Yeah. Some people I think have. Listen,
But Conrad, I really value your opinion. We've been friends for a long time, and I respect you. Do you see what I'm talking about?
So let me say this. For us as podcasters, I love that people are going to multiple places. And I loved it even back then in the Monday Night Wars, whatever you want to call it, because it just provides different scenery, different matchups. Do something different. You don't want to be stale somewhere. Okay, go make a move then. You know, it's not as easy as it used to be, but I do love that these guys are waiting out their contracts and they're like, okay, I'm going over next week. There it is. I'm here.
That's not the point, my brother.
No. But I'm going to make a full point about this.
Okay.
I like that that's happening. Now, is it the right move for everybody? I think you just brought up some great points, though, that you might be making a mistake. And I think some people just overlook it.
And my brother, I want you to continue. Even the word you're using, everybody encompasses a whole lot of people. And maybe a section of those people were successful and a section were not. Bro, I can't name 5 people that's come from AEW to WWE that are flourishing outside the name Cody Rhodes.
I think WWE has people earmarked for who they like and who they will end up treating very well.
And by the way, just for the record, I don't know if you agree, winning the NXT title does not mean success for me.
Not these days. I think back at if this was 2016, 18, sure, but now.
Right. Delayed to your point, Conrad, because you're on the delayed graphs just made another example. Yes, Jade Cargill is an example of somebody who's been successful since she came from. That is a good example. So that's 2. Cody Rhodes and Jade Cargill. That's 2.
Mm-hmm. Jade is the world champion. Yes,
okay,
she is.
Miracle. No, that's 2. That's 2, Conrad Cushman. Cody Rhodes and Jade Cargill. That's 2.
You guys let us know in the comments how you feel. We'll be here all day talking about this.
Yes.
Running through it. Reed made his way out there. Ilya Dragunov, La Parka. I don't know how people felt about. I heard a young kid. I was listening to one of our friends' reviews, and co-host he was co-hosting with was like La Parka, and I was like, La Parka's a legendary name, though.
CM Punk doesn't count.
Here we go. Here we go. Logan Paul, LA Knight returned and was in this.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar ended up coming out there, and they had Brock dump Obafemi, which maybe that's a match.
Miracle, I see you're messing with you, Miracle.
I see a lot of people, they were upset about the Miz and Rey Fenix were out there. Jey Uso comes out, gets the crowd popping. He's yeeting, he gets in the ring, he says, run it back. He's on the second rope. And during all of this happening, Brock Lesnar got eliminated by Cody and LA Knight. And I was like, what? That was what we were doing? And I'm like, is the Brock match LA Knight or is the Brock match with Oba? And I was just sitting there and I'm like, I don't know what they're going to do with him. Jey Uso ran it back. I was surprised no one knocked him off. That's what I thought the spot was going to be. Like Roman just dumps him out from there. They didn't do it. But then him and Roman got into it after. But then weren't they working together? Like I was confused as to what was happening in this, but it's every man for himself. But were you happy with what Jey Uso did in this Rumble?
Are you ready to have your mind blown?
Go ahead.
I love Jey Uso. That's. I believe if he and I ever met, he'd be a brother because me and him would vibe out. That's my dog. But you know something, bro? It might be a little bit too much. I mean, I enjoyed the entrance. I really enjoyed the entrance. He ran it back once. Now Brock being eliminated by LA Knight and Cody Rhodes while Jay was coming down the ramp, coming down the crowd. That's not Jey Uso's fault. WWE should have planned that out better. That's not Jey Uso's fault.
Not even that. They should have had a better camera shot of it too. Like he was just like flying. I was like, oh, okay. I guess that's it.
That's the fact that didn't get more notoriety about the elimination, which it should have. That's not Jey Uso's fault. WWE should have planned out better. However, this is hard for me. This is very hard for me. I think we might need to scale it back just a smidge. I can't believe I'm saying this, Conrad. This really bothers me.
You know what I was gonna say though, bro.
Yes.
When he was on the rope, I was like, "Yo, if someone doesn't get up and knock this dude over and get an elimination, like it just defies the logic of it." But
Jey Uso's still the man to me. He's still uber entertaining. To me, he's still Intercontinental Championship, United States Championship material. But when you're in the Royal Rumble and you run it back during the Royal Rumble and you decide to you know how hard this is for me, Conrad, right? This is very hard for me. And then you get up on the ropes with your back turned to the ring.
Listen, we will.
This is very hard for me, Conrad.
Listen, we can fast forward it. Jay ended up lasting longer than Cody. Cody went out because Drew McIntyre came out and gave him a kick to the head. Jacob Fatu ends up making some moves out there, but he gets eliminated. Penta comes out. He's eliminated. I think the final four were Randy Orton, Logan Paul, Gunther, and Roman Reigns. It comes down to those four. And once we got down to that, I was like, yo, this is elementary. Like, there's no other way.
Look, it is what it is. Roman winning makes the most sense.
Yeah. Roman ends up getting the win. Super over there. Was it safe? Yeah. Was it predictable? Yeah. But is it a horrible outcome?
No.
I don't think so. It's fine.
Matter of fact, I would pick, just in case you guys think I'm crazy, I would pick Roman Reigns over Jey Uso. I know I'm the owner of the Jey Uso bandwagon, but let's be realistic. Roman Reigns was my pick because Roman Reigns makes the most sense.
Let me say this, though.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Roman here in a second, but did this tell anything, Sean, about how the company views Roman versus Cody? Roman won this Rumble.
I don't even forgive my look on my face. To me, this is not a surprise. Cody Rhodes.
Oh no! I'm just saying you've been saying it though. A lot of people are like Cody's the guy, and I'm like, this was a statement. I kind of think where Roman's like, no, I'm the guy.
Conrad Cushman, this QB1 stuff has been ridiculous since day one. Cody Rhodes is not in Roman Reigns' league, and we all know it. I don't know why anyone would even fix their face to insinuate that Cody Rhodes has the same level of charisma, in-ring presence, or character as Roman Reigns. It's not even close. It's not even close. Roman Reigns runs circles around. Now, we're talking about 2018 Roman Reigns? Okay, I'll give the nod to Cody. In 2026, Cody versus Roman, it's not even close.
I have more on this to come up.
Sure.
Before, let's put a button on this Royal Rumble, Sean. You can give a grade, and how'd you feel? No surprises. People were upset. No Jericho. No blah, blah, blah. Whoever they thought were going to be here.
Look, if Jericho's not signed, he can't show up. If Bianca Belair's not healthy, she can't show up. I do not understand why AJ Lee wasn't in it. That's another conversation for another day.
That might have been a choice, too.
That might have been a choice. That's a fact. I'm going to give the Royal Rumble as a pay-per-view as a whole a C-. It was a very mid pay-per-view or sub-mid. And C- might even be doing a little bit more favor than I would. It might be D+, but I'll give it a C-.
Okay, yeah, I was going to go straight up C. I mean, I'll give it up at least to the two regular matches, too. I thought they did fine. I thought everything they did was safe. Was anything really awful? No. But was anything really good either?
No, not at all. Not at all.
We were here, man. Roman was due to win second Rumble. Cody already did it. Yeah. Cody went back-to-back. Roman hasn't won one since, 2015? So
2015, yep.
Yeah, we're here. And like you said, we grew up where you didn't have surprises really in the Rumble. We would be like, the Great Kabuki, what's going on? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We came up at that time maybe a little bit too young, but we definitely saw it on video where Gorilla Monsoon would say, it's the Warlord. And then Bobby the Brain would say, it can't be. How do you know it's the Warlord? And then Gorilla would say, well, the Warlord's the only one left. Like 30 wasn't a surprise. Nobody was a surprise.
Yeah, you just knew. Good callback right there. I like that.
No problem.
Let's run through the news real quick. We did get a 2K trailer. Did you have any thoughts on the trailer, Sean?
I have a lot of. Let me tell you how much on the same page we are, my brother. Chat. Conrad had no idea unless he saw the tag that I put him on YouTube. I dropped a YouTube short and I scheduled it for immediately following this show. My thoughts on 2K are right after this on the HW Weekly channel. I got a short coming out 3 minutes long. Make sure you check it out right after this show. I think the screenshots are amazing, but I have some thoughts about the price. Oh, my God.
Can't wait to hear them. I'm just putting up some screens for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
It looks fantastic. It looks fantastic, and I'm not going to ruin my short. Make sure you tune into my short on my channel right after this. It's up right now. I'm not going to ruin my short, but I will say this, a little bit of a spoiler. I think the game's going to be the best game in the history of the franchise. But at the same time, it shouldn't cost people a car payment.
It's about half a car payment, truthfully.
Right.
Like, word up. Also, and I'm running through the news as quickly as possible here because we are running low on time. Ava, Simone Johnson.
I got you.
I don't know whichever name, but go ahead, Sean.
This past Tuesday was my last appearance. This is Ava, aka Simone Johnson's comment on her Instagram. She says, "This past Tuesday was my last appearance on NXT and subsequently WWE. Thank you to all who have cheered, watched, and supported me through my journey. While my decision to not renew my contract was very difficult, it's also a new turning point in my life. It has been an honor and a privilege to be Ava." End quote.
Sounds like she's gone.
And it sounds, and I talked about this on my channel as well. 24 years old, maybe she realizes it's not for her. Maybe she realizes it's not for her right now. All the best to her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the family wasn't done this week either.
Wow.
Roman Reigns was on Pat McAfee, and he said, "We are 2 years here now. We haven't advanced. We haven't evolved. We have great leadership. Nick Khan, God bless him, but we have to keep up creatively."
He didn't say Triple H, God bless him.
Just saying. He didn't give any props to Triple H, which I thought was very telling.
Another bit of a spoiler, if you haven't seen it, like I said, my 2K commentary on my short at 7:55 right after this show. But I did do a short a couple of days ago regarding Triple H. There comes a point where it's out of control. I'm tired of seeing this dude on my television all the time. I'm tired of seeing him open up every major show. I'm tired of seeing him on three 2K26 covers. What in the world in 2026, and I'm not going to go off on a long tangent, what in the world in 2026 would make it viable that Triple H would have his own cover of 2K? It's the most egregious example of narcissism I've ever seen. Did I just coin a phrase? Yes, I did. It's the most egregious form of narcissism I've ever seen.
Quite ridiculous. And we had talked about Tommaso Ciampa on Collision did sneak away and become the TNT champion. He defeated Mark Briscoe in what I thought was a heck of a match. If you guys haven't, recommend you go out and check that out. Me and Sean did talk about that earlier. And we are here tonight. Monday Night Raw is getting ready to happen in about 30 minutes in your area. These are the matchups. Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns are in the house. Punk's also in the house. It is believed that Roman's going to end up facing Punk here. And Sean has laid out he thinks that Liv will challenge the winner of this match here on the Raw brand tonight.
I think that we all, for the sake of to answer Eric's question, he's on the cover of the Attitude Era. He's on the cover of the Nitro Era, and he's on edition. Excuse me. Let me rephrase. He's on the cover of the Attitude Edition. He's on the cover of the Nitro Edition, and he's on the cover of his own edition. That's the three covers. Now, what I was going to say was this. We should all hope for Raquel to win this match because that would spark a tremendous story going into WrestleMania. If Raquel's not the champion, it doesn't get as juicy as it could be. Having Raquel as a champion and having Liv as the number one contender, who hasn't made her decision yet, by the way, is intriguing television. But again, I say that's a good idea. So expect Stephanie Vaquer to retain the title.
Brother, not wrong. Not wrong. Hubs, it's been amazing. We're a little over time here, so I'm going to let you take us out, bro.
Yes. I'm not going to Bible study tonight because I have some traveling to do. I want to thank everybody for their support. People have hit me up on social media. Conrad checked on me. Everybody checked on me, especially the chat tonight, showing love regarding my grandfather. He loved our show. Conrad. So I want to thank all of you guys for the kind words. I have been back and forth to Virginia twice in the past 24 hours, and I will be going back again for all the festivities and the negative, sad festivities that are about to take place for my grandfather's funeral week, which will include the wake and the funeral. But we're going to enjoy each other as a family and console each other as a family, as families do in times like this. That's what family is for. I want to thank you guys. Appreciate y'all so much. Conrad, I appreciate you, my brother. After this, 7:55 tonight. 7:55 tonight. Set 3 minutes aside to watch the new short that I put out regarding WWE 2K. I give a shout out to Everything Pro Wrestling in that short. I give a shout out to Pro Wrestling Shoot in that short. So make sure you check it out. Check out my Triple H one as well. I've been doing a lot more shorts lately at the behest of my good friend Conrad Cushman. So with that being said, on behalf of Conrad, behalf of myself, I want to thank you guys. Say a quick prayer for me as I travel. I'm doing a lot of traveling starting tomorrow. So, say a quick prayer for your boy. Give me some good thoughts. Conrad, appreciate you. Chat, I appreciate you. Once again, HW Weekly is here. EPW is here. We are Clash of the Podcast, and we'll see you next week. 6:05 Eastern Standard. You already know what it is. God bless. Be encouraged. Evil never prevails.